Watch what's approaching, the supreme moment. Reality striking closer than it seems, don't it? Go ahead, it's for the taking if you want it. If not, the dream dies and you'll be forever haunted. Then confront it.
What's good? This will be a very quick video, but important enough to cover because it is the official stats for the leader skill, passive, and whatnot for the INT Kid Buu's Extreme Z Awakening coming up pretty soon. I forgot the exact date, but it's happening within the next few days, since, you know, on the schedule, like the second week of this new celebration was when the EZA was actually coming out. So now that they've officially released the general overview of what the EZA stats are, let's go ahead and talk about the skill sets for Kid Buu. So in terms of the leader skill, looks like the skill setting is Extreme INT types Ki +3 HP attack and defense increase of 130%. And then for Super Intelligence type, Ki +3 HP attack and defense increase of 90%, similar to some of the other ones that have already been released. In terms of the passive skill, looks to be an attack increase of 100%, and if HP is 30% or above, an additional attack and defense increase of 70%. And if HP is 50% or above, Majin Power, I think is the equivalent category translation. Extreme type within those categories get Ki +1, and if HP is 70% or above, all extreme types get Ki +1. So I think, based on, you know, the parameters you see here, and then we'll talk about the super attack. Looks for the super attack, if it's, you know, above level 14 or above in super attack levels, for one turn, attack and defense, raises attack and defense for one turn and causes immense damage, along with HP of 12% recovery. So you've got a lot of built-in skill sets here where, you know, not only does he get upwards of 170% for both attack and defense, and honestly, keeping HP 30% or above on a typical run, you're gonna see that for the most part. So for the most part, you'll be able to get, you know, the full advantage of the attack and defense increase of, attack increase of 170%, and you'll still get a defense increase of 70%. And then I think, you know, HP 50% or above, I mean, that's pretty doable. So you still get a ki boost of 1 for extreme type allies on the Majin's Power category. And then, you know, by having it 70% or above, all extreme type allies get Ki +1. So, you know, in that regard, I guess it brings in elements of physical type Kid Buu's, you know, ki boosting abilities for allies, but not to that degree, obviously. But you know, the much lacking thing about this unit was a good boost overall toward attack and defense. I mean, if we take a look at what his stats currently is, and I'll have to look this up, so give me 1 second, but I imagine the, you know, attack and defense boost is going to help this guy out a lot. Let me just pull this up so we can actually take a look in comparison to, you know, how much of a difference we're looking at. It's gonna take a second because they like to pull, you know, like different ones, you know, all at once. So just give me a second. All right, here we go. All right, so right now the super attack levels are, you know, causing immense damage to enemy and recovering 12% HP recovery. So obviously that has changed to not only provide those parameters, but also you have the ability to raise attack and defense for one turn. So I guess, you know, you have the debate of whether to go toward additionals or crits. To be honest with you, I think it'll be, for me, a little bit more, you know, kind of how things already are, is a heavier focus toward critical hits more so than additionals. But I guess, you know, if you have the ability to raise both attack and defense for one turn, you know, it might be worth considering it. But you know, it's not a stack effect or anything, so I think a heavy focus on crits is fine. He already did have a attack increase of 100%, you know, and also the 70% increase toward attack when HP is 30% or above. But what he was severely lacking was some sort of defensive boost. So having the ability to get that defense increase of 70%, as long as you have HP of 30% or above, I think that'll help out quite a bit. along with that, again, like to some degree, you're getting a key boost toward extreme type allies, similar to maybe how the EZA physical type Kid Buu is. Not obviously not to that degree, but you're kind of killing multiple stones or multiple birds with one stone essentially by getting the upgraded parameters here. So I think that's going to help out a lot. In terms of leader skill, you'll still be able to provide a pretty good boost across the board. Like 90% is what you're getting for the super intelligence type. So it's a decent enough secondary lead where you could throw in some units on there if you really decide to. I think overall it's definitely a very, very solid Extreme Z Awakening, and I don't know when the exact schedule of when that's happening. I think it's October 13th, so coming up in a few days, I think is what it's saying here. So when it does, I think it'll be very good. So we'll have to see the rest of how things work out, and especially with the link levels, how much of a difference this will actually make. But again, I wanted to provide a general overview on the upgraded stats with the EZA since the the official release is out. So hopefully you found these translations or information helpful. As always, thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys later.